Good afternoon, everyone. My name's Chris Cooper, known as the Channel Guy Trader, and I'm reporting to you live from Wall Street Trading's Miami office down in sunny South Florida. Today's date is Friday, January the 3rd, 2014, and here is today's midday market report brought to you by wallstreettrading.com. I want to first start off by saying happy Friday, TGIF. I know a lot of traders are still not at their desks. We're expecting that volume to kick back up in the markets next week. However, we have been getting some decent sell side pressure as a lot of people are away from their screens. So let's go ahead and recap the market action here. Before I get into the video again, want to make sure you guys go check out our website, wallstreettrading.com. A lot of informative information and videos on that site. So let's go ahead and take a look to see how the markets are trading right now. We have the Dow Jones currently down 14.5 points. The Nasdaq, the weakest index today, down 15. The Russell 2000 hanging in there, even though it started getting knocked down as the market started selling off. As the Nasdaq got worse and the S&P 500, the ES got worse. The Russell started coming off as it was trying to hold up, but it was not able to. We have the S&P cash down to 1.5. TLT bonds are a little bit negative today, down 14 cents. VIX is pretty much flat, down 5 cents. It did go positive for a second there. FXE, we have a weak euro, UUP, dollar's pretty strong. We're seeing a nice bid in the commodities today. They're having some decent follow through. Well, copper's getting smoked, down 49 cents. I think that has a lot to do with the Hang Seng, which was down 2.25% today, and I believe the Korean market was down as well. I would have to double check that though. Here we have SLV up 22 cents, JJC Copper down 49 cents, GDX Gold Miners, they're hanging in there. They're up 8 cents, not performing as strong as they did yesterday. As we see, gold is getting a nice continuation day, up $1.40. Crude oil weak again today, down 43 cents via the USO. If we're looking at some key sectors this morning, one of the strongest sectors out there, based on the percent change from open, we have our VXX up close to 1%. So there is some buyers in that volatility index. FAS financials, they're pretty strong, even though they're coming off of their highs. As Bank of America had that fall through, we'll take a look at some of those banks here shortly. GLD, IYR, SLV, XLV. So you can see this at the top five right here. As far as the weak index and sectors go, you could say here, coal stocks are weak today. I'm going to touch base on that as well. We're seeing some weakness in WLT, BTU, ANR, USO down at the bottom of the list. FXI, that's a Chinese ETF, triple Qs, XLK, FAZ, XLU, SMA. So those are some weak sectors right there. Now, before I get into the charts, just want to give a quick recap. So we have the transport strong this morning, ALL, DAL. Banks are decent. Bank of America, of course, JP Morgan. We're seeing some nice strength in the 3D printing companies, even though they are pulling back off those highs. SSYS, Triple D, some stocks in play. Twitter, TWTR, VJet. And then, of course, some weak stocks. We have Apple dragging down the NASDAQ. Coal stocks are weak. We'll take a look at a couple of those. WLT, BTU, ANR. Casinos, which have been performing pretty well, are weak today as well. WIN, MGM, LVS. We've been trading MGM and LVS. Actually, we've been trading LVS, sorry, and not MGM. We've been trading LVS in the chat room today. We call that one for short. I'll show you guys a breakdown on that one. And then Baidu. Baidu's getting some selling pressure today, of course, there, as those names in the those Chinese names are a little bit weak over there. So let's go ahead and take a look at the charts, starting off with the ES, see how the market broke down yesterday. You can see we had some more continuation selling overnight, but then we've got a nice bounce off the 1820 half level on the ES. Nice upward channel going into the open. And then, of course, we got the breakdown here, like right around, what time is this here? Right around 11 o'clock, we started getting some selling pressure, and volume ticked up. So nice little upward channel break there. And then on the 5-minute chart, you can see the transition as we were trading this nice little range on the ES between 1832, 1831. If you were watching the tape like we watched the tape pretty close, you can see this was like a bull trap right here. They popped the ES above this 1831 ticks. The tick chart ticked up. This popped up a little bit, then they got smacked right back down. Nice little downward channel break. We were on top of that. Again, we were trading the LVS to the short side. So let me go ahead and bring up the stock charts right now. And while I have this STX up on the chart, I'm actually long this STX at 55.64. If you go to the 1-minute chart, you can see my entry. I picked it up down here at 55.62. The reason why I like this stock to watch in the afternoon, nice little move off of the open. Sector's pretty strong. And then you have this nice little downward bullish channel on the 5-minute chart that we have breaking out right here. That's why I called it out for a long down around the 64 area. So that's a stock you can watch in the afternoon. Again, Bank of America, nice fall through action today. Definitely a stock that can make its way towards 17 in the coming days, if not weeks. JP Morgan, hanging in there. Definitely a stock to watch today to see if it closes out on the highs. Banks have been the leading sector, so you definitely want to keep an eye on those names as they are showing relative strength on a week tape for the past 2 days. Um, what else here? Um, AA, sorry, ALL, America Airlines, sorry, not AA, that's Allstate. AAL, America Airlines, pretty strong today. We noticed the strength in these names. Delta strong. Delta finally breaking out of the bull flag. And I'm actually on lunch break right now, so I'm not able to participate in this as I got too much stuff going on already right now to get in that trade and kind of watch it. But anyway, CSX, strong stock today. I don't like how it pulled all the way back, so be careful with that one. Could have some dip buyers in that name in the afternoon. What else? VJet, we got a nice little trade off on VJet, some action there around the open through this 46 level. Made a nice move up towards our 47.50 level, and you can see that on a 1-minute chart. Let me go ahead and show you guys my entry on it. Could have traded a little bit better. Well, actually, I traded all right for the last wave move here, but breakout over the 46.90 level. Sorry, 47 level. Took it for a long, sold some, and that was about it. I really didn't get involved in this mess. I took my eyes off of it. Took my eyes off of it and went to the next trade. But VJet, keep an eye on that name. It's in play. Again, triple D action there. You have some. Let me go back to the 5-minute chart. You have some action in triple D. Nice bounce stock in play. SSYS following it as well. Actually, SSYS leading was leading it a little bit today. Let's see, JOY is in play today. They got downgraded by Goldman Sachs. All right, keep an eye on this one. Has some gap fill action. You're gonna have some resistance around the 55.30 level. And like I said, Baidu, chopping to the downside, momentum to the downside on the breakdown, a little bounce off the lows, but chopping down. So again, keep an eye on the coal stocks. All right, those names have been perking up on the daily charts, but now looks like that bounce that they got, this little short-term bounce that they had the past couple of days, they're selling that, taking profits until I guess we see some more growth globally or something like that. Get some real bullish action on that sector. Aside from that, it's just a little bottom bounce. And the solids are in play. SCTY, all the solids to get some profit taking going on. So check those names out, folks. Again, keep an eye on these key levels that we give out. If you're not following us on the Facebook page, I posted all the levels to watch there. But since we're in the midday market update video, let me just go ahead and give you the levels now. You want to make sure you watch the 1822 level down there, which we hit 1823, so we stopped a point in front of our S3 level that we gave out this morning. Keep an eye if we can get back above 1824 and 1828 and hold. That's about it, folks. Have a great day. I'll catch you guys after the market closes, or of course tomorrow for the weekend review video that I put out every Saturday just about. If you're in the Miami area, make sure you come to our meetup tomorrow. If you want to check it out, go to meetup.com, Wall Street Trading, South Florida. We're hosting our first meetup for 2014, folks. Have a great one. Cheers.